Hi everyone, my name is Iris and this is a collective pick a card tarot reading for the week of January 11th through January 17th, 2026. This reading is timeless, so if you're finding it outside of that window, trust that the messages may still be for you. Take a moment to ground yourself, take a deep breath, and choose the pile you feel most drawn to, whether it's the number, deck, crystal, or simply your intuition. For today's reading, we have 3 piles to choose from, and I will also pull an oracle card from the Tune Into the Magic Oracle for each pile, as well as the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. Pile 1 is the Gilded deck, paired with the blue Kyanite crystal. Pile 2, we have the Karma Music Tarot, paired with Fluorite crystal. And then at pile 3, we have the Waite deck paired with the Amethyst crystal. You can pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps are listed below in the description. So let's get started. Right, if you're here, you chose pile 1, the Gilded Tarot deck paired with the blue Kyanite crystal. This crystal is about communication with inner wisdom and speaking your truth. So we'll see what messages come through. I have a couple different spreads that I use, and I'm being called to use the Celtic Cross. So we will do that for this reading for pile 1. Okay, the cards are already starting to want to come out, so I think that we will stop shuffling there. I do always cut the deck. That's always my intention. Right, so we have a 4 of Cups here. Sort of a disillusionment, wonderment, possibly just pure content, but also in that realm of wonder. Like, you may have everything that you need, you could be perfectly content, but there's more out there and you're seeking and thinking about that. The crossing energy, we have 4 of Wands. So we already have 2 4s out. And the 4 of Wands is happy home, contentment. So yeah, I'm seeing that there is a lot of just you're content, but there may be more to strive for. So you have a good foundation and you're wanting to possibly grow your family, grow more into learning more. So we've got 2 4s, 4 of Cups and 4 of Wands. So here is the inward energy, is 6 of Swords, and this is we're going on a journey. Also, calm waters after strife. So you are someone who you have worked for everything that you have. All of this happiness and home is something that you had to work for, but now you're in this place of contentment and you're moving forward with your journey. And you may have dealt with some struggles recently, but you have overcome that. And there is more to gain here, more to see, more to learn. This is a journey that you are on. It's an inward journey. Yeah, here we have the Devil in reverse. This is the past card. This is where the past is. So there may have been someone that caused you a great deal of harm, a great deal of pain, hurt, or it could be a situation as well, because it's not always people causing this, but when the devil comes up, it makes me think of people in addiction, or an addictive situation, a person being addicted to a person. So it could be a family member, somebody in this reading that chose this pile. I'm thinking it might be a child in your life, could be. That's just for a small few people watching this reading, but let's see what else is coming into the future, because we have very positive surrounding cards. I will say there's a lot of growth here still, part in the cycle, but we do have this aggressive, toxic energy showing up in the past, and selfish, forward-thinking here, not attuned into others. Because when we're in our addictions, we're thinking about ourselves. We're not thinking about others. So we have the Queen of Wands in reverse here. And the Queen of Wands, she speaks her truth. She's in her power. You are holding back from speaking your truth. And maybe you've cut this person off and you are not talking to them. And that's probably for the best. And you're a queen. Now, also in reverse could mean your words are extra sharp, extra hurtful. When it's upright, it's more positive, speaking our truth. We may be speaking our truth, but it might, sometimes the truth hurts. And here we have, in the future, yeah, this is something that's been burdening you. It's causing you a lot of struggle. It's weighing heavy on you physically and your spirit. But I'm noticing here in this card, these two deer. These are masculine men, so they could be a father or grandfather figure, possibly passed on, because they're on the other side in this description. So it's just weighing heavy on you. Whatever this is that was in the past is still affecting you today. It could be affecting you financially or spiritually, but these wands, they're not meant to be carried like this. So I just want to say to you, it's time to let this go. This is what's holding you back from this growth potential here. This is what's holding you back from continuing forward in life and going on that journey. So we need to just let go of these wands here. Yeah, we have 8 of Cups in reverse. So the 8 of Cups, it's about moving forward and going on and just, realizing like this is beyond my control. I don't control what cups fall and what cups stay up, but I'm ready to move on and move forward. Notice he's just facing the moon, but here you might have realized that you're not in control of which cups are staying and which ones are falling, but you're still wondering about it, thinking about it. It's causing you to weigh heavy on your heart, and it's something that Spirit's asking you to let go of and trust the universe. And I will say, like when I was setting up my area here, I was called to the hummingbirds that I have around my house. And hummingbirds are quick messengers. They're small and mighty. So I don't know if that resonates with anyone, but there are winged messages being sent to you. We have a dragonfly here with winged messages. We've got masculine energy in the background here. I feel like there are loved ones watching over you in this situation. And I really am getting that it's a family member, but take what resonates for you. But it's time to move forward and let this go. You may have to cut ties with this person in order to feel fulfilled. Yeah, we've got the Queen of Pentacles. And this is your environment, is the Queen of Pentacles. So it did come out reverse initially. And so this may be someone that you might have given money to, or that they see you as a Queen of Pentacles. In the reverse, it's that we may be giving too much of ourselves. And so it's time to protect your energy and set boundaries. We've got another winged messenger here. We've got the peacock, although I don't think peacocks can fly. I really am not sure. If anybody knows the answer to that, please send it in the comments. I could chat GPT it, but we're in the middle of a reading, so I'll look at that later. But yeah, this came out reversed. So this is asking you to set boundaries and not give too much of yourself. See, you've been burdened by this. You're giving too much. And it's time to fill up your cup again and focus on you. You may have to step away from this situation. All right, so this is hope. This placement signifies hopes and fears. So I think you may be hopeful of cutting this person off, but you're also hesitant as well, because this one came up reversed too. Maybe hesitant as well because you do care about this person, you do love them, but they're causing you so much burden and harm, and you're not able to grow and build your own family and move forward and blossom. So this is going to be a struggle for you, but Spirit's asking you to trust. The divine is asking you to trust. And the Ace of Swords is also with the Queen of Wands, using your sword to speak your truth. You don't have to be hurtful. You don't have to be mean. You may be in pain and you may be hurting, but there are ways to set boundaries without using words. I am quick to block a person. If I just know that I am triggered and I am not going to say kind words, I just will block the person because that's all I can do in that moment. And I tend to get very emotional and angry, and sometimes I am this person depending on my emotional state. And I have to reground myself in balance and take that time for myself. Going on a walk in nature, doing a breathing exercise, taking a hot bath, taking those things for myself and stepping away when I need to, so that I can better my own energy and get back into my own energy. Sometimes I get so sucked dry from other people that it's not even my own energy that I'm feeling, it's the other person. But our outcome here, you do have the Ten of Pentacles. This is fantastic. This means you are going to overcome this. You are going to speak your truth. But Spirit's asking you to just be mindful of the words you say. I want to say the words that you put out into the universe are manifested. So be mindful of your words. You are powerful with your words. You are being called to speak your truth. But maybe taking time to reflect the right words to say, writing it down and burning it. Burning it is the biggest release I have ever felt. But we have the Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is, this is my inheritance card. So could be an inheritance coming through, but whatever this is, you're coming out gaining from releasing this. You could be gaining in abundance financially. spiritually, emotionally, mentally. And that's what happens when we let go of things that no longer serve us. It makes room for the positive to come in. Look how happy this little mouse is. I just love this card. He's so happy. Look at all my coins. I love this card so much. And it has a turtle here. I will tell you, like, a turtle is one of my spirit animals, especially considering my mom. So I'm definitely feeling this reading as well. So there are definitely ancestors here wanting to show you and guide you the way. We have our little hummingbird bell. We have winged messengers coming through. So let's pull some oracle cards and see what else Spirit has to say. So I'm going to start with the Tune Into the Magic Oracle deck, and we'll pull one card, and then I'll pull the Kuan Yin Oracle. Oh my gosh. Universe. Always be in harmony with the universe. Yes, it's asking you to tune inward, go on your inward journey. It's asking you to release this. And I feel like you already know this. You already know that it's something you need to release, but you're struggling making that decision. So we just need to flip this, transmute this energy. Just know, what's that song by 38 Special called Hold On Loosely? Yeah, we just need to hold on loosely. We got to let go of our grip. It's causing us more pain. So when we're in harmony with the universe, it helps us to let go of what no longer serves us, so that we can trust and know that once we let go of those things that no longer serve us, it makes room for what the universe has to offer us. I mean, hindsight's 20/20, you know, but we don't know what's ahead. Only Spirit and the universe knows. And when we align ourselves and make room for the positives, when we let go of all of these controlling, selfish, toxic behavior, we can move forward and allow the universe to provide abundance and blessings and growth. But you've really been thinking about this. This is definitely something that you've really, really been thinking about, maybe even trying to dissociate from it, because this is what you're craving. This is what you want. You just want peace and harmony. You want balance and freedom. But whatever is causing you strife from the past, it's in the past now. And if you have to release a person and give it to the divine, here we go. Your enlightened heart. The wish of the Divine Mother is that you become free. Enlightenment is a culmination of many steps, each one as a drop of water, forming a divine ocean of peace, realization, love, and unity within, an ocean that washes away fear, separation, and scarcity, and bathes us in abundance and bliss. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine. I'm about to cry. This just gave me chills. You have such a loving energy, and you give so much of yourself to other people that it's time for you to spread that love to yourself and go inward. You're going to be okay. Everything is going to be fine. Be in harmony with the universe. Release this heavy burden on your heart that you know is not in your control. You know it's not in your control. Let's transmute this. I accept that I can't control it. You've already given so much of yourself. Give that back to yourself. Let's transmute this energy. Let's give it inward. Let's give it back to ourselves. put a little money aside to go do something nice for yourself. Go do your nails or get your hair done, or just go to the store and get like bath bombs or something to relax. Let's take time for ourselves. This is going to be okay. And you are an enlightened heart. You carry the torch of enlightenment within your heart. Let it shine. So that's all I have for you for this reading. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope these messages brought you clarity, comfort, and confirmation. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you feel called to donate, my Venmo is linked in the description. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, you can DM me on Instagram to schedule. Please take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Hi there. If you're here, you chose pile 2, the Karma Music Tarot deck with the Fluorite. This reading is for you. Take a deep breath and let's see what messages come through. I have not used this deck in a really long time, and it's super happy right now. So thank you for choosing this deck. It's super excited. And cards are just going everywhere, I can tell. All right. So we are using the Celtic Cross spread today, if you know that spread, or I'll teach it to you. Oh, okay. So we've got, starting out here with the central energies, 4 of coins. So typically I see this card as being reserved with finances. Here we have a snake, and this looks like Marilyn Monroe. So funny, I have a Marilyn Monroe photo and I almost put it on my back wall back there, but I was like, that's too much work, but I was thinking of her today. And then crossing the energy, we have the Grand Master. This is also like the Hierophant. And we have infinity here. So there's something that you're building on. You're being reserved with your finances, and you're trying to build on that. That's the energy that I'm getting. And 5 also means change. And this isn't something you're mastering. Maybe mastering finances or something in the physical material world. And this is the inward energy. We have Page of Coins. Yeah, you're starting out on an adventure here. And Page of Coins also is sort of like an offering. It's somebody that's offering. But here we have a mirror image. So you could be working with someone that you see as a mirror image of you, or someone that may be having narcissistic thoughts or behaviors as well, because this also could be narcissism. So let's just continue on in the reading and see what comes out here. So here's in the past, Queen of Cups. Loving, motherly energy. And it's so funny because before I started doing your reading, I kept thinking of seashells, and I actually have seashells here on my altar, and I specifically was like, I need to put shells on my altar. And so we're having these shells come out here, and I feel like this is somebody that you helped get out of their shell, or they're helping you get out of your shell. And then we have the moon here. This is very interesting energies. And then also at the beginning of this week, our moon is a waning crescent. It is going to be dark moon this week with the moon in Scorpio the first half of the week, which is the water sign. And then we have, oh my gosh, there's Scorpios in this card. Okay, so we've got Scorpios here in this card. You may be dealing with the Scorpio. Also moon could be Cancer as well. And then we've got even an Aquarius symbol here. She's dumping out the water. Aquarius is actually an air sign, but it's in that card. So yeah, somebody that you helped get out of their shell, or they're helping you get out of their shell. And here we have presently King of Wands. Oh, I love this card. This is like the next half of the week. I think from the 13th to the 17th, or 14th to the 17th, the moon will be in Sagittarius. And this is such a Sagittarius card for me. But I love this card. This is, we have someone here who is just freely flowing here. And then we've got the man on stilts. I do kind of see though, like, maybe he is spotting her, but it could also be they are like guiding her or telling her. The King of Wands is a very fiery Sagittarius energy, which makes sense for this week because it's January 11th through the 17th. And we have masculine and feminine energy here. So we have a queen and a king. And the near future, we have the Three of Cups. How fun. Okay. So you're being a little, okay, I have a clear picture now. Okay. You may be feeling a little bit reserved in your energy. Okay. With whoever this beautiful person is. And you have this, you see them as the Grandmaster, or they are someone that you feel has more to offer than what you do, because here you are in the Page of Cups. Pages are the younger, but they are getting you out of your shell, or vice versa. And here you are freely out of your shell. I feel like this person is good for you. Whoever this person is. It could be a friend, potential romantic partner. I will say you have Three of Cups. So maybe this week you'll be going on a date, or you will be going out with friends and they'll be there. And it's just going to be a fun time. All right, so here we have, now this position down here is, let me think, how others see you. So we have Six of Swords. So Six of Swords is about balance and clear communication. And look, I see here that we are free here and we are free here. And it's also like an inward journey that you could be going on. You could also be traveling this week, or going somewhere. But it's all about balance. And then the next card is your environment. So we have the Ace of Wands. It did initially come out reversed. And Ace of Wands is all about new beginnings, and this is the environment. So there may be something new coming along this week. Possibly the King of Wands may be handing you the Ace of Wands as an offering. Very positive card, but it is reversed. So I feel like you're still a little bit in your shell about this, not sure. You're not typically like this, and this person makes you feel some type of way. So and then this is your hopes or fears. Oh my gosh, the Lovers came out. So this is the love reading. I don't like to typically just say like, this is a love reading, but the cards are telling me this is definitely a love reading. It did come out reversed as well, and this is the hopes and fears. So, like we have said already during this reading, you're still in that shell, but you feel like this person may be the one. They helped get you out of your shell, and you feel like you can be yourself around them, and you've never felt that. You probably didn't even feel like that in your family home that you grew up in. And the Lovers is also a 6, just like the 6 of Swords down here. And so we're trying to find balance between the Lovers. So right now with the Lovers, maybe you got in an argument with this person, or you just are still not sure about commitment, and we can transmute this energy into being confident and sure in ourselves that we are able to express and be free. Maybe you're not super confident in yourself, that because you see this person so high above you as the grand master, and you're just a little page over here, but really you're the queen. Really you're the queen. Or the king. I feel like you are the queen though. Especially since I was getting that shell energy. Like it's time to come out of that shell. Be the queen. This will come in due time. Have fun this weekend. Have fun this week. Ooh, and then we have the 4 of Swords as your outcome. So try not to drink too much during this week or overindulge, because I'm seeing a little bit of hungover here. But the 4 of Swords is really just about resting and taking time for yourself. You even gotta sit right here. I mean, take a smoke break if you need it, but the universe is asking you to rest and take time for yourself that you need. So, I think we started out with a 4. We have a 4 here, which is funny because if you felt drawn to pile 1, there was also a couple 4s in the center of the deck. So, yeah, let's move on to the oracle cards and see what Spirit has to say about this spread and the messages for this week. Just remembering, you are the queen. I'm also getting that, like, with the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands, just that type of energy kind of drains you. And it's like you have to rest. Maybe you're normally an introvert, and when you go out with friends, you have to recharge your batteries. So, I mean, like, have fun. You'll just have to recharge later. Just take some balance, you know, that 6 of Swords. All right, here we go. So we have Lotus. Move from darkness into the light like a lotus. That is kind of what this reading was talking about, like moving out of your dark shell, moving out of your shell, coming out, maybe going out with friends. If somebody offers you an invite, maybe think before you say no. Dress up. Have fun. It's only, what, a couple hours? Then come home and rest. But Spirit's asking you to come out of your shell a little bit. Be more free. You have a lot to give, a lot more than you think. And then Kuan Yin. Here is the Kuan Yin message, the Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Feel the joy of release and wonder of how easy life can be when we let go of fear and control. Wow. That is speaking, because we have refinement here, or just restriction here in the physical. And then you have the Grand Master. Okay. But then we have the Queen of Cups and King of Wands. This King of Wands energy has just been speaking to me this whole reading, because she's loose, she's free, there's no control. Yes, he's there, but he's supporting her. He's there to guide her. It's not controlling. You're free. There's no need to fear. And you may still feel like that at the end of the week, that it's not entirely ready to let loose, but you can take tiny steps to get there. It doesn't have to be perfect. If you need to rest, take some rest. But when it's time to go have fun and let loose. Okay, and that's the message I have for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you and trusting your intuition. If you feel called to support or book a personal reading, all the information is in the description below. All right, until next time, take care of yourself and trust the path you're on. That is where the energy closes for this pile, and let's move on to the next one. Hi, if you chose pile 3, then you chose the Rider-Waite deck paired with the Amethyst. This reading is for you. So take a deep breath and let's see what messages come through. I'm getting very positive energy from this pile. And I forgot to mention this in the first pile. I kind of mentioned it throughout the reading of pile 2. But the moon will be in Scorpio this week until midweek. It will move into Sagittarius. And the moon is also waning, so we call it dark moon. And sometimes the energies can be a little bit darker. Typically during a dark moon, I tend to want to go more inward. But this dark moon will be in Sagittarius, so it's a little bit more fun and flirty dark moon, whatever that looks like for you. And the sun is still in Capricorn. We also have Mars in Capricorn, which Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So more calm on the passionate side. We'll see what card. All right, we have the 7 of Cups. You may be asked to make a decision this week. You've got lots of options. And the energy crossing it is the Ace of Wands. Wow, yeah, I felt a very positive energy when I started shuffling your cards. Immediately. Sort of an excitement I'm definitely feeling in my solar plexus. So if you're feeling more motivated, I don't know, maybe cleaning something, cleaning house. So we have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, you are having some offerings this week. People are reaching out to you or asking for you to spend time with them, or I'm not sure, maybe a job opportunity. Let's see what else the cards say. Okay, you're going to make a decision about it. This is very straightforward. I love it. Okay. So you're going to be making a decision this week. You've had lots of offerings, and each one is different. But it looks like you're going to be making a decision very soon, and you know which one you're going to choose. It's not always an easy choice because you don't want to let other people down, but you have to do what's best for you and your best interest and what's going to benefit you. Look, you got 9 of Cups. Yeah, there's going to be a celebration over this. This is a big opportunity for you. And I'm also feeling like excitement, but also a little bit of like fear. Not in like a sense of like, oh, this is scary, but it's like something new that you've never done before. And it's a big opportunity, and I don't think you're going to let this pass up. But it's something that you're very excited about. All right. And then we have the Hermit. So I see here that our Hermit is directly looking at these cups. Just really, really thinking about it. You're still thinking about it probably at the beginning of the week while the moon's in Scorpio. And maybe even having a celebration that you got this opportunity. And still just making sure that this is the right decision. You're really thinking about it, going about it the right way. Maybe even making a pros cons list. But I'm feeling that you are certain that this is the right one, but you're still taking that extra time to reflect. That's very good. Ooh, the Star card. Integration. Okay. You are a star. Like, you are, look at this. Like, you are wanted, you are worthy, you are deserving. The Star card is about integration. So what I'm seeing here is, oh wow, sorry, there's a lot of messages coming through right now. There may be a lot of people that picked this pile, but whoever you are, you have a good energy, a high vibe. This star is just shining so bright. And I'm getting that you have a lot to bring to the table, to this new offering. So here you are stepping into this new big world, and you have a lot to give here. You have experience, you have knowledge, your thoughts and opinions are valued, and you're confident in who you are. I'm also seeing there's a little winged messenger here. It looks an awful lot like my hummingbird. So if hummingbirds mean anything to you, you may have chose this reading. This is just validation that this is your reading. And you have winged messages coming through. There's a little hummingbird. Yeah, I'm getting very happy energy. You know how hummingbirds, they're just so like, and like high vibe? That is this reading. Like, I'm feeling that so strongly here. All right, so this card that I'm about to pull is how others see you. So you have the 7 of Swords. So this 7 of Swords is like thievery, but also kind of, I see the 7 of Swords more as like taking what you can with you and leaving the rest. So it's not always a negative card, but it can be seen as a negative card. You may feel like in order to take this opportunity, you might be disappointing some people. But also, there's only so much you can take with you that you do have to leave some things behind. So just take what resonates there. And the next card is your environment, what's surrounding you. And we have the Six of Swords. Okay, I have to say, this card has shown up in every single pile. So that tells me that this week is all about balance and moving forward. I have the chills. This week is about moving forward. And a lot of, with the story of the Six of Swords, it's calm waters after like adversity. So coming over this struggle and moving into calmer waters. And sixes are all about balance. And the Six of Swords specifically is about an inward journey. And with Dark Moon, I tend to go inward and do a lot more of inner reflection, which is kind of what we're doing here. So that's your environment, which makes so much sense given the astrology going on right now, given the fact that this card has shown up in every single pile. So yeah, I think we're all in alignment here. Okay, and this is your hopes or your fears. So you have the King of Wands here. So you're hopeful that this opportunity, look at this, King of Wands. We had this in pile 2. It was different positions, but we had a wand and the King of Wands as well. So with the moon moving into Sagittarius, so you might feel this more later in the week, probably like Thursday or Friday, the more moon in Sagittarius energy, because it tends to be a little bit, even though it's dark moon in Sagittarius is a little bit more fun than moon in Scorpio. So your hope is that you will be on top, but that's also a fear of yours too. So that's kind of what I was getting during this reading, is that you're hopeful and you're excited, but there's also a little bit of like, oh, I'm just, like fear of the unknown kind of thing. Like it's a very good opportunity, starting a new career. I feel like this is more career driven. This reading is more for people who are looking at new opportunities, new jobs, or even going to school. But yeah, like you're gonna be okay. It's just scary, like exciting, like a little bit of anxiety, that like antsy feeling. And the final outcome, oh my gosh, the Sun. This is such a positive reading. Like I am feeling the chills like all over my body from my nose to my toes. This is positive, happy energy. Like this, you know, this is a good decision. You just don't want to disappoint people because you cannot please everyone. But this is your decision. This is your life. You know this is the right decision, and you are a king. You've already made your decision. You're still reflecting, but you know this is for you. All right, let's move into our oracle cards. Let's see what else Spirit has to say about this decision you're making. I do still feel like hesitancy, even though you know what the decision is, even though you are sure this is right for you. Aww. This card, heart. Believe in your heart that you are meant to live a full life of passion, purpose, magic, and miracles. This is a good decision. This is right. It feels right to you. You may be having inner doubts, but you know that it feels right. What is Kuan Yin? Kuan Yin, what do you have to say? What would you like our pile 3 to know? Ooh, that one flew out. Okay. Turquoise Lotus Mother. An old pattern is finally ending. Sorry, I'm still shaking. You are to be lifted from your struggle, freed from a weight of the past. You have learned all that you needed to learn, and now it is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. Heart. You know in your heart what the right choice is, and you have made your decision in your heart. Don't worry about what other people are going to say about your decision. This is your life. The star and the sun. It's your life. You get to choose to move forward and move on. You get to step into your power finally. It's your time to shine. I'm shining star. Shining star. It is your time to shine. It is time for relief, release, divine protection, and the happiness of a healed heart and peaceful soul. I'm so excited for you. I know it's a little bit scary, but it's not scary in the sense of monsters. It's just, there's so much happiness and excitement. It's a little overwhelming. So I would say take some time to ground your energy. Maybe go for a nature walk, or hold a crystal in your hand. Make sure it's like more of a either like a clear quartz or a jade or a malachite, more of an earthly crystal, because like anything like celestite or azurite might intensify the high vibe, and you want to ground it just a little bit. So maybe then just like go outside and just put your hands on the ground, or walk barefoot outside. But that's all I have for this reading. Thank you so much for being here and for spending your energy with me today. If this reading resonated and you feel called to donate, my Venmo is in the description below. And I also offer personal readings. You can DM me on Instagram to schedule, which is in the description below. And take what resonates, leave the rest, and I'll see you next reading. Bye!